her.
That's what she said.
That's what you get for sending a drone out at 400 miles an hour.
Yeah. All right. Looks like we're live. Welcome back, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great new year. Everybody, welcome Ed back from his adventures. Welcome back, Ed. Welcome back, Gabe, Justin,
Thank you.
Mark, Hotfix. Got the whole gang here for the first of the year. Tim, welcome back. And Mark, welcome back. It's been a little while since you've been here as well, so welcome back to the stream. I believe the last time we saw you or heard from you, you were at the emergency room with your son-in-law, right? Hope everything's going well there.
Yeah, so far so good.
Well, that's good news. Give everybody a minute or so to join, and then we'll get started. And Gabe, you will have to show us some of your H2C prints once you get those going. That will be pretty awesome.
Yeah, I submitted one that I printed today.
Nice.
So it's a penguin.
That's not the one we saw last week, right?
I see it's cropped.
Yeah, definitely not the same one as last week because the first time I'm printing it. And I didn't have to crop the image because it's not a nice penguin.
Okay.
We'll have to use our imagination.
Yes.
That's all right.
It's just waving.
So funny. All right, we'll go ahead.
Yeah, it is definitely waving something with a really angry face.
It's got freedom fingers, right?
Yes.
All right, let's go ahead and get started. And we'll start with Ed. And tell us about this print, Ed. It looks like chocolate. Honestly, I want to eat it. I've been staring at it here on the screen.
Yeah.
It's making me hungry.
This is actually, I printed three different versions of it. The dinosaur, my grandson wanted it's a dinosaur. I'm not sure what the actual name of the dinosaur is. It's from Maker World.
Isn't that a Triceratops or something like that?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what the name is. I can probably look it up. But yeah, I printed three versions. The original file, I think, was light brown, but I printed three different versions of it. You'll see two of them here. One of them, I ran out of the filament halfway, so I had to put another different color on it to finish it up, and I didn't like the way it looked. It's an easy print. It's just an easy print. Two colors. That's black eyes, and the body is brown. And I think this is just dark brown, and I think it's just basic. Bamboo Lab basic.
Is that the cocoa brown?
I think so. I think that's a cocoa brown.
Is the cocoa the matte? Or is it, I think it's just brown, isn't it? This looks like just the normal brown.
No, but their normal brown, the cocoa is not matte. And their normal brown is a lot lighter than this one.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, they only have really two browns that are regular PLA. The rest of them are matte. And let me tell you, the matte filament sucks.
It does suck.
Yeah, one of them I printed in a light brown that is matte, and it's not very strong at all. But the color is a light color, and this one actually calls for a light brown. You'll see it in a minute.
Yeah, the
maybe
light brown is like peanut butter brown. But why don't you guys like the matte PLA from Bamboo? I've had nothing but good luck with it.
I tried
like
some
the
of their
way-
brown earlier this week on a project, and that it printed like garbage.
To me, it prints fairly well, but this is not. This is a dark brown. It's like the same one as I printed the dragon. I printed a dragon for my grandson, a couple weeks ago. It's a dark brown, but that's also a basic brown.
No, my issue with the matte PLA from Bamboo is it prints fine. It's just brittle as all get out.
Exactly.
I can literally take my hand and crush a model.
Yeah. It depends on the model, but you're right.
Yeah, but that's because you're very strong. It has nothing. It has nothing to do with the filament.
The matte is more brittle than the basic. The basic is a stronger, holds together better than the matte.
Yeah, I agree on that one. It also scratches, and it shows all the scratches easier.
But it in many occasions it you can't see the lines as much as you see it, I think, in the basic. So it depends on the print. But anyway, this is just I had an option of printing one or printing a dozen, and I selected a dozen. And I printed them out. I give them to my grandson and some friends' kids and grandkids.
They turned out really good.
Yeah, they did.
They printed okay.
I wish Bamboo would come out with more browns than regular PLA, because they have that bright brown and they have this dark cocoa brown, and that's it. In the matte, they have like 6 different browns.
Mm-hmm.
I also really like the Polymaker. I really like the Polymaker matte PLA stuff too, the Polyterra stuff or whatever they're calling it these days. But the problem is they just want way too much money for it. And the cardboard spools, best.
Yeah, I would rather. Yeah, I think replaceable spools or whatever, like Bamboo and a couple others are doing, are the way to go. The cardboard ones are garbage. Just send me a refill.
Agreed. Yeah, the replaceable spools, I have probably 30 of those stupid things, and those are great. Now the filament I get from Micro Center, it comes on cardboard spools, and it works in the AMS 2 Pro. The regular AMS, not so well.
Yeah, I've had varying degrees of luck with the cardboard spools. I don't think I've tried it in the AMS 2 yet, but in the first one, and then some of them are too tall to close the lid or whatever. I've run into that problem with some of the cardboard spools.
Oh yeah, dude. I've had like the first stuff I got from the Jesse
Paramount, I think, is
Paramount. Yep,
on that one.
Paramount, but also the guys who printed solids, Jesse PLA, same thing. Although they changed their spools. I was going to mention that I think I heard a couple of weeks ago, Loyal Moses, who's like in bed with Polymaker, said they're coming out with reusable spools too. So I'd keep an eye out for those. If they do, that's really welcome, and hopefully they'll bring the price down.
Yeah, I'm all for bringing the price down. I'm all for saving the planet, all of that. Like, we got plenty of these spools or whatever.
Plastic garbage.
yeah, but I already have all this plastic garbage here. Like, you don't need to send me more plastic garbage, or you don't need to send me the other one, which is more freaking cardboard for the planet, which we all need. So yeah, spare me on all of that. And you can spare me on the cardboard box for the filament too.
Now this print looks like it's the matte latte.
Yeah, the latte one. Yeah, that's always hard to get.
Yeah.
Is this the one you run out of one filament and it continue with the other one?
Yeah. Yes, this is one of them.
Well, let
Actually,
me
there was
tell you
two
that
editions.
that accident looks amazing.
It wasn't an accident, just that I ran out of
Uh,
the color. I think the one beneath it is the tan. What's it called? The sand. Sand.
well,
Uh,
that two-tone that it has looks amazing. I
Yeah,
love it.
turned out good.
Looks like you laid down in a mud puddle. It's very cute and endearing.
Or it was laying down in a little puddle of water while it got sunburned and then it stood up.
yeah, could be both. Anyway, that's all I printed. I just got back a couple days ago, so I haven't done much printing.
Those are cool. Those are really cool. All right. Thank you
You
for
said that
sending
model
those
was on
in.
Maker World?
What was that?
You said that model was on Maker World?
Oh, yeah. Actually, I just posted it. I posted the link. If you look at it, you should be able to. Actually, the two models, the one, this model and the one that I printed like 12, they're both posted in there. Do you see it?
Yeah, I
Yep.
see it now.
You've done Pinky Wings models before, right? I want to say I've seen that modeler before.
You're asking me?
Yes, have you printed Pinky Wings model? Because those are both by Pinky Wings. I was just curious if you'd done those models before, because I know I've seen them.
I have never done these before.
Okay.
Not these. I may have printed something from them, but not
Yes,
these
same
before.
designer, but all different models.
Yeah, it could be.
All right. Thanks for sending those in and welcome back, Ed. If you liked any of
Thank
those,
you.
smash the like button. And let's move on to Gabe with his H2C penguin that's awfully angry about being a penguin.
Yeah, he's waving his hands.
He has freedom
Unfortunately,
fingers.
yes, I couldn't capture them on the photo because they were moving too fast. So,
Hmm. Both hands?
uh, yes,
I see.
yeah, that's why the picture is cropped that way.
I see. How tall is it?
Hold on. I didn't even measure it. It just
More-
finished printing like half an hour ago.
More or less, is it 2 inches, 5 inches, 9 inches?
Like 4.5 inches, you were taking.
Oh, that's
Okay,
pretty big.
okay. Is that Maker World?
Yeah, it is. I
Okay.
can search for the link and put it in. Actually, it
He's
might be
just
like
angry because he was the very first print on the H2C.
yes. So it is exactly 4 inches.
Okay.
It's a very clean print.
Yeah, and that was using 0.20 layers. So I was actually surprised how good it came out.
Did you put the link?
Yeah, can you
I'm
zoom
not-
in on the top of his head, Len? I want to see how the layers came out.
Pretty good.
Wow. Yeah, you can't. That's wow.
Yeah, it's called Happy Penguin.
Happy Penguin, okay.
Yeah, I just put the link on the chat.
Okay. I see it now.
Yeah, I do have to say I'm really impressed with H2C for printing multicolors.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And you said it took 6-7 hours to print that?
6 hours, 15 minutes, I believe.
Yeah,
I
that's
still have
not
it open on the
bad for-
computer. Hold on.
Were you doing a
4.5
6-7 joke?
No, yeah, I wasn't. 6 hours, 15 minutes versus over 18 hours on the X1C.
Wow. And no poop.
Barely any.
Barely any poop.
Yeah. Oh, you get the poop from when it starts that it's gonna flush anything that was on the nozzle, so it flushes some of it out.
That's the bamboo tax that it does at the very beginning.
Hmm.
I checked on the H2D and it takes 7 hours and 40 minutes. Almost
So you're saving an
7.4
hour and a
hours.
half on that
Hour and a
third
half.
color.
Yeah.
2 colors, I bet they're around the same, negligible.
2 colors should be the same. Yeah.
Once you get past 2 colors, that's where you're really going to see the difference. That's really impressive. Because the H2D is fast. It's fast. For multicolor, it's really fast.
Mhm.
So that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and I wasn't impressed.
Nice. Well, hopefully we'll see some more next week. So awesome. Let's see what's next. Oh, nice. And you can barely see any lines on that.
Yeah, that one I printed on the X1C.
I mean, you
So
can. That's one of the smoothest prints I've seen so far. Like, you can barely see lines on that, and I had to zoom way in.
So I printed that one. So you zoom in into the moon, midway up around the height of the cat's eye. You just zoom to the moon, you're gonna notice one big line there. So something happened there. But you only notice it. I guess if you're really paying attention, and well, I guess you'll see in the next picture. In the picture you notice, but
it looks like a different white.
So it might have been that the roll it ran out of one and started the next one. I don't remember, to be honest, but there's a possibility that one roll finished and the next one started there.
Is that in Maker World?
It is not. This is from STL Flix.
Okay. What filament is the cat?
So the cat is beige.
That's what I was going to say. It looks like the beige.
Yeah, it's the bamboo beige.
Really
so
smooth.
the white, the white
okay.
is the Sunlu high speed PLA white. Every other color is from bamboo.
That's a very cute print.
Yeah, this is for my niece that she has cats.
And the light, which light is it? Does it take?
This is a G9 bulb, so you have to actually put it together.
I see. It's not the standard one, the bamboo.
No.
Most bamboo. Okay.
No. So I was working on modifying it for the bamboo one, because this one was giving me some issues putting everything together. So I was going to reprint the moon with the cloud and just put the bamboo mount for the pocket light, but ended up fixing it, so it didn't finish.
It's very nice. Very nice. It's a beautiful print.
Yeah, I'm hoping she's going to like it. She hasn't seen it yet.
I'm sure she will.
Oh, yeah, she'll love this thing. That thing looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really cool print.
Gabe, I challenge you next week to print that multicolored dragon or dinosaur or whatever it is that Bamboo keeps flouting for the H2C. The one that has like 45,000 color swaps.
Send me the link to see which one it is, because I have no idea which one it is. Or put in the link on the chat. If I have some time, I'll print it.
I think it's a crowdfund thing, but I'll have to look.
Oh, wow. This is some really cool filament.
Yeah, so this is the filament is a Cookie Cat Witch's Blue, which is one of my favorites for Halloween. And I thought it would look really nice on this dragon. So this is for my nephew. So if I print the light for one, I have to print the light for the other.
Yeah, that filament is amazing. That
Yeah,
might
you
be
saw
better than the Galaxy Purple.
which Galaxy Purple, the one from Bamboo.
Yeah, that
Oh,
one might be better than Galaxy.
definitely better looking, and also more expensive. If you can zoom into the wing, try to find the layer lines. You just start zooming in, you barely see them.
You have to zoom way in.
Yeah.
It's really cool color shift in it.
Hmm.
Like really, really cool.
Yeah, they call it witch's brew, but it has a lot of purple in it.
Yeah, that's really good color for this model.
Yeah, then the other colors there are bamboo colors, except the white, that is the sunny white.
Which printer did you
Is
put
that-
that on?
X1C.
Is that one print or is it
No, everything prints in parts, and you have to glue it
in
together.
parts that you glue? Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, which was a bit of a pain to do.
What? No, it looks great. What was it a pain to put it together?
Some of the parts, yes, because you have to hold it, because there's no way just to glue it in and just let it put it down and let it set. You have to hold it for a while, because you put it down, it starts some of the parts starts moving, so
I
then
see.
that didn't glue well.
That also from STL Flex.
Yes.
They have a lot of cool print, huh?
Yeah, but what I always say about them, they have a good idea, but they get it there like to 99% where it should be. But they're missing that extra 1-2% that other designers do.
Mm.
Because gluing this together, they could have made it a lot easier to put
I see.
together.
I see.
All right, really
print.
cool.
Cool print.
Yeah, really
Cool
cool
print.
prints, cool filament. Looking forward to seeing some of the H2C stuff next week. Appreciate you sending those in. Smash the like button if you liked anything that Gabe sent in. Next up is Hotfix. Let's see what Hotfix has been up to. Well, I think we got one from last week, didn't we?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I must have missed that.
I might have missed that one as well. Yep, that one too.
Yeah,
Those are
yeah,
last
those are all
week.
from last week. There we go. That's the first one. All right. My girlfriend's son is obsessed with goats. They love Goat Simulator, so he always asked me to print goats. And he found articulated one on printables, and then I found this one on MakerWorld, which is even more articulated. So I printed this for him and gave it to him today, and he was like over the moon.
Mhm.
So just a silly little print, just to make a boy happy.
That's really cool.
Few years ago, I went to Morocco, and I saw goats that climb up trees. The weirdest thing you ever seen in your life.
Those little, are they little goats?
No, well, they're good size goats. They climb up trees. It's unreal. It's unreal.
Well, have you ever seen like those mountain goats climb up the side of a mountain? They're like on little
Yeah,
quarter-inch
yeah,
ledges with their hooves. Like
Yeah, you're
that.
right, you're
So I
right.
could imagine they could go up the side of a tree if they could go up the side of a mountain. But yeah, that'd be crazy to see.
You see 5 and 6 goats up in a tree, I mean, it's I had never seen anything like it.
That's really funny.
It's a fight or flight mechanism to getting away.
These little killer whales turned out pretty good.
Yeah, just another cute print, quick print off of Maker World. Saber 3D, an artist I've printed lots of stuff before. This one, they have a little keyhole in the back. Like when he adds a hole for a keychain and it doesn't slow the print down, because sometimes it does because it adds more walls in the middle of the print, right? But if it doesn't really slow the print down or it doesn't look completely like forced in there, I add this. But I did have to slow the outer walls down to 50 millimeters per second because I know like the skins on orcas are shiny, and there was some of it was going to be printing at 200, and I did not, but other was going to be printing at 50. And I'm like, yeah, we don't need to have, dull, shiny orcas. So, but yeah, no, it came out pretty well. Only a 0.7 modifier, flushing volume. And I normally do 0.6, but when I go from black to white, I said that right. Black to white, I tend to err on the side of caution. So, but it came out really well. And I did a whole army of those, and we went to the National History Museum and the American History Museum today, and I was handing those out to like security people and staff, and they were all like, "Oh my God, this is so cool!" That's awesome. They had a lot of fun.
You were bribing them with orcas?
No, I for the people I absolutely
secret
wanted
access to places that normal folks don't.
Yeah, I think my son has probably printed like 300 of those. My son loves orcas. He's obsessed with orcas.
They're really cool. It's tiny, but really cool quality for as small as it is. The small prints like this sometimes are kind of hard to get a good quality.
Yep. I always do 3 walls, inner, outer, inner, and at least 10% crosshatch infill. This was a project for myself. These are just primitives, right? The circle is a disc, and then, it's a flat circle, right? I don't say disc because that means donut to some people, but those are cutouts for clear Gorilla Tape, because I needed to mount suction cup towel bar to my shower door, because the shower door is kind of that slightly textured stuff where the suction cups won't stick to for very well. And the one on the left was what I started out first, where the cutouts on the outside, where I was like, oh, I'll just put the tape all the way around the outside and strips, and I got it and I printed it. It was really kind of looked stupid. So then I did another one where I moved I was just going to use 2 strips. You can see where those went. And I was like, wow, that's unnecessarily thick. And I'm putting this on a clear shower door, so I wanted this as clear as possible. In fact, I'm using somebody's print profile on Bamboo or Maker World that claims that they can print ice with clear PETG. And I obviously need to play around with the settings some because it wasn't as clear as I had hoped, but it was definitely not horrible. And so the third one was the third and final attempt, where it's only 2 millimeters thick, and it's the cutouts for the tape are just under, they're like 0.8 millimeters. And that I was just showing the progression of this little model. And then if you go to the next picture, I have a couple pictures of what it looks like, the final product printed.
Wow, that is pretty see-through.
Yeah.
You can see your fingerprint. Just kidding.
You have to run it. You have to run it hot, slow, and you have to over extrude. And then it comes out like it forces like more of a squishing of the layers and a melting together. But yeah, so I was like, okay, I can deal with this. And then on the next picture, because I tend to be sometimes kind of meta, I went ahead and printed the circle on the circle hologram plate. And I printed it on the hologram plate because I wanted it as flat as possible, right? If you print it on a PEI texture, you're not going to get suction cup. And I don't have any Garolite or G10, unfortunately, and nor do I print on glass. So I went with the hologram plate, thinking, this is going to have the least amount of surface tension. Whoop, and I just went to commercial. Awesome. Let me dismiss. Thank you, BQ. I know all about your printer grades. Google knows me too well. So, unfortunately, if you go to the next picture, you actually see where I've mounted it on my shower door. The suction cup goes on, and then about a minute later falls off. And I think that's because there's still lines, micro lines. So what I'm going to do, and hopefully I'll have an update for you guys next week, I'm going to take some fine grit sandpaper and sand it going across the grain, not with the grain, but the other direction. And then I'm going to take my torch to it to try to like melt out the layers and see if that will give me more of a finger air quotes glass-like finish. And if it doesn't, it was maybe $1 or $2 in PETG, clear PETG. So it wasn't a big waste, right? And some, unfortunately, some Gorilla double-sided tape. But, just trying to solve the problem with 3D printing. Because if you can see on that glass, you see how it's kind of like little rippled and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. That's the suction cups. They stick on there for like a week or two, and then they fall off. And I'm like, ah. So anyway, I just thought, why don't I see if I can print something glass-like flat? And the answer is, by default, you can't. But TBD. Like if I had clear ABS, I think I could give it an alcohol vapor bath to smooth it out, right? But I'd want it clear because I wouldn't want like silver or black because they had these two discs in the door and it would look weird and block light and blah blah blah. So anyway, just sharing.
You
guys.
don't have any polyurethane?
Yeah, just go with pink. Hot pink.
hot pink, yes, for hot fix. I get it.
Yeah.
Polyurethane. You mean like paint them?
Like almost like the varnish you would put on your floor when you go to finish it. If you just painted over your lines and put a couple of coats of polyurethane on it, it will give you a smooth finish.
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea because it'd fill in those lines, and if you just left it laying there while it dried, it would self-level itself to be way flatter than the print would be. That's actually a really good idea.
Okay, I hadn't thought of that. That is a good idea, and I guess I'm going out to the hardware store tomorrow. Thank you.
That's either that or what they use on some of the, I don't exactly remember what it is, but some people take like those wood logs that are cut, and then they just take this stuff and they just pour it over it and they let it finish, and it almost gives it like a glass kind of finish, but I don't remember what it is that they would use.
You mean like resin?
Epoxy. 2-part epoxy.
You're talking like they seal it? Because I've seen people do that with resin. I've not seen people use epoxy to do that.
Oh yeah, they use epoxy on wood to make it super shiny and all of that, but I don't think that would work on this. I think that would be way overkill. But I think polyurethane.
I think if you just try the polyurethane, you can brush it on, let it dry, and figure out how many coats you need, and go from there. And it's cheap.
Yeah, a little jar of water-based polyurethane.
Yeah, that's what I was going to suggest.
$8
was to print it, sand it with a really fine grit, and then polyurethane it. Let it dry. Sand the polyurethane. Put another coat of polyurethane on, and then you can use a buffing wheel and buff it, and it should come out almost glass smooth.
Okay, I'll give it a shot. And in which case, 3D printing got me 80% there. But I appreciate the tips, guys. I'll definitely give that a shot. And
the problem that once you do all that process, you ended up spending $100 just to put something that might cost like $5.
I'm gonna try like polyurethane on one of them, see how that goes. Because I have a third one. I'll play with that, and if I can get that one to work, then I'll take these two down and do the same thing, right? But good tips. And again, this is all about 3D printing to make a model, or 3D printing a model to try and solve a problem, even if you have to tweak it a little bit after the fact. That's still better than let me buy this off Amazon and see if it works.
Yeah. The one that you get off of Amazon is this big, little 3/8 of an inch. They blew up the picture. That's funny. Oh wow, are these from the Terminator or whatever?
That
They
is
look
the
like
T800.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those turned
And
out
that is
cool.
Yeah, Bamboo Lab Silver PLA, and I actually got a roll of their Tough Silver PLA, and I haven't opened the bag yet, but it looks like it'll be just as shiny, in which case I really hope Bamboo brings the price of the Tough down, because that's why the Tough failed before. It was people who tested their old Tough stuff said it was one of the strongest PLAs they've ever tested, but the problem is they never did the bulk buying discount, so no one ever bought it. And here they're like, oh, now we have Tough Plus or whatever it's called, right? The next wave. And it's like, yeah, but you guys are still not bulk discounting it like normal PLA. Bulk discount the stuff and it'll actually sell. So I'm finger air quotes helping on that. But yeah, these guys, really cool design. The only part I don't like is, like, unlike some of the other models where the back, the arms and legs print flat, these have supports under them. And you have to tweak the support interface because by default, everything's printed 0.08, right, for maximum. And this plate here took almost 24 hours because
Wow.
of just because of layer lines. And you can see how the heads go together. There's a little peg, and it goes in. And I size these up to like 100, I want to say 120%, because I wanted them to be just about 2 inches tall, since a lot of my other Zal 3D figures are 2 inches tall. But Bamboo Lab Silver PLA and that Eerie One Galaxy Red, super shiny red that I have for the eyes. I thought that was just dark enough, but red enough. Because the eyes are only like 3 layers thick, and at 0.08, that's not a lot. That's like 1.5 millimeters. So I wanted like the most impactful red I could get in there, and I think it turned out well.
Yeah, I printed a bunch of these a couple of weeks ago, and I just did gray with bamboo red, and they turned out really well. And I too enlarged them. I don't think I went as high as you did. I think I went like 85 or 90%. But this guy has several models that are similar. Like he has like the Fallout armor and stuff like that, and they print with the little pegs that you got to glue in, but everything fits really well.
Yes, they do.
This is really cool. The red eyes are really that little touch.
You can hear that
Perfect
dun
color.
dun dun dun
Yeah.
dun 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 dun. I sent a picture of these to my girlfriend, and I said, "The Rise of the Machines," and she busted out laughing.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Now, you really want to freak her out, stop putting those out around different places of the house, and they're always watching.
It's like Elf on the Shelf, but not.
Yeah. Terminator on the shelf.
What are you doing there? Give it like a really bad accent.
I see you.
I do not think you could pop the car there. Anyway, yeah, these are. This is actually quick print. This is Bamboo Lab Silk PLA Plus Red, and the Bamboo Lab PLA Gold, printed on a hologram plate where I got the lines to actually match up, so it reminds me of the old Super Friends show. Meanwhile, back at the what is it? Temple of Doom, or meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice kind of animation. Anyway, these just slide together, tension fit, and you put two 10 millimeter magnets in the back, and it's a fridge magnet. It's just silly and fun and quick.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's an hour, and it prints both. It prints them by object, so there's no, there's only flushing from one color to the other. I tried to get some of the hologram there. I just wasn't catching the hologram lights very well. It's a box design, like a bunch of big pluses. You can kind of see it in the middle of the S. Anyway, just fun, and the concentric really brought out the curve of the S. I'm really glad I switched that, even though it ends up creating a weird little line artifact in the middle of the S, where it merges the two. It definitely, I think it did a really good job kind of highlighting the S. And then I did that that spiral one in the on the gold in the back. The one where it's just a big the Archimedean swirl or whatever it is that just does a big spiral in the back. So I think it worked out really well.
Yeah,
It's funny how those little tweaks like that can just really bring a print out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, thankfully I'm not having the issues with the bamboo so far. Knock on wood. I'm not having the issues with the Bamboo Lab Silk PLA Plus like I was with the Silk PLA. So hopefully whatever they changed, they got rid of that texture issue that I and other people were seeing really badly. But anyway.
Yeah, the Plus is much better. The Silk Plus is much better than just a regular silk.
Did you have to slow this Silk Plus down like you do the normal silk, or no?
I took the defaults. I think I did because the bottom surface printed on a hologram plate. I think the only thing is I said the outer walls slowed down to 50 just to make sure if somebody looks at it from the side. But really, it prints face down. So the first layer, getting the super shiny from the hologram, you don't really have to do. And that also prints at 50 millimeters per second by default. You really don't have to do anything with that. These are ones I printed. I actually showed off, I think, on one of the first live streams I joined on this channel. I printed these like over a year ago, but somebody else was saying they wanted a set, and I revisited the fact that the one on the left, the way it was designed, the knocker, and somebody also asked for my print profile because they liked the variable or the adaptive layer heights I used and how I tweaked some stuff on there. And so I was like, well, while I'm in here, I'm going to update it to the latest version of Bamboo Studio. And in the one on the left, the way the mouth was designed, the what do you call that? The ring wouldn't lay flat on the table, and it kept trying to twist itself because it couldn't lay flat. So I added some negatives, and you'll see that in the next picture. I did some added. It looks like you got a little tusks, right? But I kind of like zoomed in. I put the ring on his mouth, and I actually kind of saw the angle the ring was taking, and I got some negative cylinders and put them in there, and kind of eyeballed it a little bit, and got a pretty good job. You can see in the next picture that you can see where I cut out the ring and the notch of the ring down there at the bottom left, and it works like a champ now. It absolutely lays flat, and yeah, right there. That's it. That's all I did. Before, that used to block the ring, so it would never lay flat, and now there's no problem. And that's still the antique gold I used years ago from CC3D. Their antique gold and their bone white PLA those are two I haven't really found anywhere else. Shh, buddy. Sorry, I'm dog sitting. He's very concerned who I'm talking to because I'm not talking to him. Go lay down. Go lay down. Good boy. But yeah, that's just
How dare you not be talking to him only?
Oh, I will. As soon as I go on mute, I'll be giving him some good boy reassurances. No, while this is one I've shown on the channel years ago, over a year ago, I felt it was okay to like share with people how to adapt a model to fix an issue the designer overlooked. And I posted the print profile with this change in it and a lot of the other tweaks I had in it on the print profile. So anyway, so if you want to find them, just search for Labyrinth Knockers on Maker World and you'll find them.
Really cool. Thank you for sending those in. If you liked any of those, be sure to smash the like button. Next on the list is Justin. Let's see what you've been printing this week. More Star Wars stuff. Wow, that one turned out really cool.
Yeah, this is
Is
the
this more of the kit card ones
yep,
or whatever?
yeah, the kit cards from Galactic Armory. Um,
That
and
looks really
this
good.
this one is on Maker World for free. Um, Again, PB Pence, 1994, the one that does all the airplanes and the crowdfunding and stuff that I'm a part of. He designs these for Galactic Armory, and they are super simple prints. He makes it to where they just snap together. You don't have to use glue. I do, but you don't have to. Um, I just feel like they go together better and they stay together better with a little bit of glue. But quick little print. I think the entire thing it prints in pieces and then it all snaps together. I want to say it was like 6 hours for the entire thing on the H2D. That was with the color swaps.
That's not bad at all.
How do you do those wings with those three angles?
So what the way he designed it is you have your center part of your wing, and then you have the top edge and the bottom edge, and they have little tabs. And if Lynn zooms in a little bit, you can see the tabs kind of poking through the center part of the wing on the top and the bottom. But it looks like it's part of the design. Yeah, they're on the outside. There you go.
Oh, that's so clever. Yeah, I wouldn't, unless you pointed that out, I wouldn't have seen it.
Yeah,
Man,
they're
I
just
love
they're
when
just
people do stuff like that.
they're just angled little holes, and then you have the angled tabs on the top and the bottom wings, and they just slide right in. He's done that on several of his aircraft, and it works really well.
I love when people problem solve like that, and you're like, I would have never even noticed. That's so cool. Thank you for letting me jump in there.
Yeah, there's a really good angle of it right there.
Yeah, and those you don't have to glue in because the tolerances are so tight. I mean, it just stays like that. So the only thing I really glued was the top of the body and the bottom of the body, which have key slots in it anyway, with little blocks that snap together. But that was the only thing I glued.
I like the texture, the black texture on the wing is a really cool effect as well.
Yeah, he started doing that on the tie interceptor and then the B wing and or not the B wing, but the tie bomber, and now this X1 Vader tie, and it really makes the solar panels look um, better, I think. Now on the original tie, the solar panels were smooth, so he did more of a smooth finish, but on these he did a texture to them. It turns out really well.
Yeah, it did. It's Dark Helmet.
Yeah, this was another one on Maker World. Vader, the figure prints all in one piece with supports, and of course, I just adjusted it to where the supports were like I don't know 0.39 or 0.40 because it's printed at two millimeters. Um, and then the saber and the hilt print flat in four different pieces, and you just glue those together, and then you shove it in his hand. Um, I think if I were to make a critique on the design of the model, it would be to print the saber in one piece with a filament swap going from the black to the red, um, just to make it a little bit more stable because you get glue all over your hands when you try to glue pieces that small. But other than that, it turned out great. So about a maybe a 2.5, 3 hour print.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Those are really cool. Yeah, that turned out awesome. It's a cool picture.
Yeah, I ran out of time this week, so I just took pictures of them inside the printer instead of a black background.
It's good lighting in the printer. It's really good lighting. All
Much
right.
better than the originals for sure.
Oh yeah, I have them sitting side by side, and it's night and day, literally.
Do you have the link to that model? Really like how it came out.
Yeah, let me grab it here real quick.
All right, and thank you for sending those in. If you liked any of those, smash the like button. Last but not least, we have Mark. So let's see what Mark has been printing this week. Already getting ready for Valentine's Day.
Couple of little devil hearts.
Yeah, those turned out good. What kind of filament is the black? It's got some cool sparkles in it, or is that just the light reflection?
I believe that's going to be just the light. It
Yeah, the plate and the light probably.
yeah, because that's just the Maz Works, the filament that we had talked about a while back that looked like it was actually bamboo's filament, but it was from Maz Works. That's what that black is. And
It looks very similar to the bamboo one.
It prints in 3 parts. You print the heart, the wings, and the horns, and the wings fit into 2 holes that are in the back of the heart. So you can glue them in if you want to, but they're fairly snug. So I just stuck the wings in, and then you glue the horns onto the top of the heart. And that red is just the bamboo red.
Yeah, really cool.
Sorry about that. I'm still playing with the camera so it gets the shake out.
It's not, so again, it's not you shaking as much as it is not enough light. Because whenever you have it on the auto settings or whatever and it doesn't have a lot of light, it has to open the shutter longer to get enough light to make a picture. If the shutter is open longer, then any movement is going to be seen on there. Even the shutter itself will cause blurring if you don't have enough light. Like just the shutter itself moving will blur the picture if the shutter is open for long enough. Just that movement alone will blur the picture. So use more light and it'll be a lot more forgiving on moving of the camera. Like much, much more light from different angles.
Or a tripod.
Or a tripod. But even a tripod, if you don't have enough light, even the shutter moving will make the picture blur.
Well, yeah, I guess my camera, it can open the shutter, then do a pause, then start taking the picture.
Yeah, if he has it on auto, though, then it's trying to get enough light in there, and it's just opening the shutter for way too long. And see, here it got enough light and opened and closed the shutter, and you get really sharp, fine detail there. That's from enough light. Those other ones are just not enough light, Mark. It's not as much shaking as it is not enough light.
You can also use a cheat to take a work light or a desk lamp and point it not quite 90 degrees, but about 45 degrees, towards you, towards the camera,
Mm-hmm.
and use a reflector or like a big white piece of construction paper or something that's shiny, and that will bounce the light back to the model. And then you take the picture from a different angle of the model, and it will reflect that light.
Yep, it'll diffuse the light to give it some more depth or whatever. That's another good idea as well.
Light bouncing is used all the time in car photography because cars are inherently shiny and you will see all the light spots in it. But if you reflect and bounce the light, then you won't see the hot spots on the paint.
It's a really good tip.
I'll get there at some point, I guess.
The other trick that I use...
Practice.
Yeah, the other trick that I use here in the studio is I have 2 lights from different angles. And that helped really, really well. And then now I put a light behind me. And that really, really helped. But that's like getting into all kinds of stuff. But if you do some diffusion or some bouncing like Justin said, I think that's a really good idea. Or just 2 lights in a separate place. I think that would be really good for it as well. And that'll help with the blurry pictures.
Yeah, in a perfect world, you want 3 key lights. You want a backlight, you want a side light, and a front light.
Yeah.
But if you're just doing something simple, just a single light source with a reflector will make a world of difference.
Yeah. I think the reflector's a really good idea. These penguins aren't waving their hands really fast.
Yeah, that almost looks like the exact same penguin, but without the flippy birds.
Without the freedom fingers.
This one looks a lot happier.
My granddaughter has to do a diorama. Did I say it right?
Diorama.
Diorama, yes. So she asked for penguins, baby penguins, and mama and papa penguins. So I found those penguins, and they're actually minis. They're not that tall. I want to say maybe they're a half an inch, maybe an inch the most. And then I sized them 150% to do the parents. So this way here, she has more than enough penguins, and she asked for extras. So there's 17 of those little penguins. She's going to use whatever she needs for her thing, and the rest she's going to give out to her classmates and teachers.
Nice. Those turned out really cool.
That's an A+ student right there.
Yeah, that's A+ for sure. And diorama will be the subject of tomorrow's video as well. Sneak peek.
There you go. If you zoom in on the small ones, you're going to see that it's a really smooth finish for PLA Basic. I couldn't believe how smooth they actually came out.
Yeah.
Or even the big ones, they look really smooth.
I'm assuming that's 0.4 with a 0.2 layer height.
Yes. You can see how smooth that came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really smooth.
I like them.
And those are off of Maker World.
I tell you, Maker World has really grown. I was looking the other day and then going to like printables and things.com and a lot of the other resources, resource model sites out there. Maker World is beating the pants off those other sites.
They're growing faster, but Colts hit 12 million, which is a huge number. Huge number. But yeah, Maker World is growing faster than everything. That's definitely where everybody's going. And
I just wish they would.
there's so much cool stuff on there. Go ahead.
I just wish they would bring back the points. You know, when you used to rate a model on Maker's World, you get 1 or 2 points for your ratings. They took that away, so now I can't get any more Maker World points because I don't have my own models. Nobody downloads them or, does any boost on the ones that I do. So I'm out of luck when it comes to getting those Maker World points.
Yeah, they used to do those points just to, I guess, get people to use the platform. Now that it grew, that they don't see any.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of points from ratings and stuff there in the beginning, but now it's died off too because they canceled that part of it. But Lynn's right. Colts 3D has a whole bunch of models on there.
200,000 designers, 12 million users, and I think 3 million models or something like that. Just crazy.
Yeah, 85% of those are pay
which is
models.
even crazier. Because most of that stuff is on there is paid for, but I've paid for a few models on there. There's a couple of like GPS adapters and different things for drones that I've been able to find on there that are like the exact crazy drone that I have with the exact crazy GPS that I have for $2 all day long. All day long I'll pay $2 for that. So I've downloaded a few from that, but that was on the news this week, and when I was doing the research for that, I was like, holy cow, because that's the first thing that I thought too, Justin, is like most of the models on here are paid. So the fact that there's that many of them on a paid one is super crazy. That's super crazy. But there's a lot of really good stuff on there. If you've never been on Colts 3D before, go check it out. Like there's a lot of useful stuff that is worth the $1 or $2 or $7 on some stuff or whatever they charge for it. Some of that stuff is well worth it. Some of the functional prints that I found on there have been well worth it, and they've only been a couple of bucks each, so it's easy to support those creators on there. But yeah, huge community, and then Maker World is, I think, right behind them, and they're doing a lot of really cool things. They're trying a bunch of different things to help grow the community, which I like. Some of those things might go away, like the points or whatever, but they're trying to grow the community, and that just helps all of us. So I commend them for that. But yeah, it does suck that those points went away. It was kind of easy to get some of those points. But whatever they're trying to do to grow the community, I applaud because it's working. And then, whatever Colts did for a lot of paid stuff, it works as well. So it's really good. It just benefits us, honestly. So what is this, Mark? It looks like an ice cube, and it did. It came pretty close to looking like an ice cube.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. Again, for my granddaughter, and that's Sunlu translucent filament, translucent white filament.
Is that PLA or PETG?
That's PLA.
Wow. Did you have to slow the outer layer or outer walls down or anything like that? Or do any of the things that Hotfix talked about?
That was actually off of Maker's World again, and the author actually slowed everything down. And when it printed it, the picture doesn't do it total justice, because when you do look at them, it almost looks like glass. And originally, he only had the print profile for the H2D. So I had fired off a question to him to see if he had one for the X1C and within 5 minutes he had uploaded, the print profile with all the settings adjusted and everything for the H2C.
Came out nice. It's got a really good shine to it. Really, really cool. All right. Well, that is going to do it for this evening. I appreciate everybody sending in their prints. If you liked any of Mark's prints, be sure to smash the like button. There will be a video tomorrow. Diorama is the key word. Just to hype it up a little bit more, this is easily the largest CAD Maker World YouTube project that I've ever taken on, and it will take multiple weeks to get through. So be sure to tune in tomorrow. You will not be disappointed. It'll be a really cool video, and it'll be a start of a much longer build series. So be sure to tune in tomorrow. Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Have a great rest of your weekend, and see you tomorrow, and see you next week on the live stream. Thanks, everybody.
Have a good one.
Thanks, Len.
Thanks, everyone.
See you all later.